Alright guys, we're back. I have a coffee in hand. My E-Tank mug, which a fan donated to me like 10 years ago. I've saved it. I still use it daily to this day. I absolutely love this mug. Out of all the swag that fans have given me over the years, this is one of my favorite pieces. I use it all the time. So, where shall we go? The Nazca lines? We want to go to the Nazca lines. If that's the case, I'm going to have to look it up because people who are trying to spam coordinates to me, I don't fucking trust them. So, let's see. Nazca lines. Archaeological site in Peru. There's actually tours and tickets. You can book a ticket to go there right now. Okay, here it is. I found the coordinates. All right. The problem is these are the degrees. Yeah. How do you change degrees into the other type of coordinates? How do you translate them? I don't know how to do that. Because I don't think this is correct. Because this is like 14 degrees, 43 degrees south. I don't know how do you do that. How do you translate that into like the decimal points? Oh wait, there it is. It actually has it. It says 14. I can't fucking see. 14717. And then 75133. Shit. Okay. Obviously, we need it to be daytime or I'm not going to see shit. There's no way you'll see that at night. So, okay, here we are. Where would they be? Oh, I don't see it. And this is definitely correct. It says south and west. So this is correct. But I don't know. I don't see it. Yeah, Derek, it was definitely an accident. No one banned you on purpose. I don't know. I don't know what direction they would be. I don't see it at all. Right? I don't know. Anyone know what direction to head from this coordinate? This is saying... I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't seem to explain. So unless someone has an explanation, we can't do this. Because I don't know where they are. And what relation or what direction I go here. I have no clue. Yes, there should be lots more great content this week. Guts, all the new games coming out this week, right? No, you can't search Nazca Lines Peru. That's not how the game works. You need coordinates or you need an airport. That's it. That's all the game does. So I need to know what direction they would be. If no one knows, then we can't do this. This is a waste of time. Personally, I don't really see anything down there. I can't see shit. Doesn't mean it's not there. It doesn't mean I can't see it. And I don't know what to do here. Wow, this was great. This was very exciting. I'm glad we're doing this. We'll do it very brief. We'll do this. I guarantee you this is not going to work. Okay. How about LA seeing the Hollywood sign? That could be pretty cool. Flying over LA might be actually nice. Although LA is so much smog and shit. I've been there. But it might be pretty nice to fly through the Hollywood Hills. The problem with going to Connecticut is twofold. I already explained it earlier on the stream. I'll explain it again. Number one, there are no landmarks in Connecticut. There's nothing to even start from but an airport that's nowhere near where I used to live. Number two, everything in Connecticut is flat. Unlike when we went from Seattle to where I live here, there's nothing in Connecticut to see but flat buildings. It would look boring as fuck, and I wouldn't be able to identify anything. There's no point in doing it. So they start me off like 5 zillion fucking feet in the sky. Okay, well, that was a hell of a way to get down to the ground, but I don't see anything here. Is that something? No. The Nazca lines. I don't see shit. This is the coordinates. I went right off of Google, and there is nothing here. I don't get it. Nothing. Yeah, there's literally nothing. Unless you specifically know where they are. Those coordinates are a dud. That's not even what's here. I don't see anything here, right? No. This is pretty much a waste of time. Okay, fuck this. This was really stupid. That was really dumb. Okay. So. Sean J. Thorpe is on Google Maps. It's a desert area. Well, then, I guess the coordinates that were in on Google are wrong. Because I typed these in. Yeah. I typed it in, the coordinates from Google, and it didn't work. It said 14,747 and 75,133. That's what I typed in, and that's where we ended up. So, we're not doing it then. Okay, fuck that. Let's do Los Angeles. That sounds fun. LA. And we'll do Hollywood. Oh my god, there's gonna be like 400 airports. I guess we just go to Los Angeles International. And then try to find Hollywood in relation to that. There's Compton. There's Long Beach. There's Orange County Airport. There's LA. Okay. The Griffith Observatory, isn't that way above, like... Yeah, that is Hollywood. I was just going to say, Griffith Observatory is to the north of Hollywood. So down here you've got... Yeah, there it is. If you zoom in. West Hollywood, Beverly Hills. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. So let's start from the water, and we'll fly into Hollywood. And by the way, let me make this the right time of day. Beverly Hills, that's where I wanna be. Living in Beverly Hills. Okay, so here we are. We'll fly from here, and we will fly all the way over to the Griffith Observatory. And then we could hook a right and then go down into actual LA and into like the beach and everything area. Yeah, that's cool. We'll check that out. That should be neat. Okay. Delicious Colombian coffee. All right. Thank you guys so far for the support. If you'd like to see a vest tonight, by all means, please tip some more. Let's hit that $150 goal and see a vest on the final Flight Sim stream. For now, let's do this. LA. What? Stormforce Gamers, the Hollywood sign isn't in the game. What the fuck? How is it not in the game? It's real. It exists. I've seen it. I know the Hollywood sign exists. How is it not in the game? Seriously? How the fuck is it not in the game? I'm actually, if that's truthful, I'm very upset. So... Ah! Santa Monica. Very realistic, what we're doing right now. Okay, much better. Okay. East LA. You want to see East LA? You were born in East LA. Great song. Cheech. Who doesn't like Cheech? Mary. Brentwood Park. Riviera. These are insanely expensive houses we're going to be flying over here. Look at a bunch of tennis courts below us right there. Ritzy, ritzy. Brentwood. The Hollywood Hills. We're heading into them right now. Look at the snakes down below. What? The snakes? Oh. You think all rich people are snakes? The Griffith Observatory is where season 22 of The Amazing Race started off from. Oh, wow. Well, that's where we're headed. Up there. Look at this thing coming up on the left. Look at this fucking thing. What is that? The hell kind of building is that? Way on the top of this thing. Look at that shit. I wonder what that is. You think that's like a mansion? Or do you think that's like, I don't know, like a company's building? Or do you think that's like some rich motherfucker custom built an insane mansion on top of the fucking hill? It costs like $50 billion. Right? Jesus. Because there's LA to the E, you see. These are the hills. This is the expensive part. Down there is real LA, which is not expensive at all. It's basically, you know, smog filled and all kinds of shit down there. Look at this. What's that? I don't know. You gotta assume any of the homes up here are like super expensive. Is that a dam out there? I can't really tell. Remember that in games like actual Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, they based it off of real LA. So some of the stuff in San Andreas is kind of like an homage to something that's really in LA. It may not spatially be in the exact same spot, but it's actually not that far off. Ah. Here we go. That's true. I totally forgot GTA 5 is set here too. I completely forgot about that. Because I only played GTA 5 once. And I never played it again. It's been like a decade since it fucking came out. So I don't even think about the game. I really don't. So this is Beverly Hills. This is the very, very expensive ritzy part of LA that we're heading into right now. And now we're going to head into Hollywood. Hollywood. The night is going good, White Deer. Thank you for asking. We had a dud trying to find this Nazca lines, but at least now we're going to find some stuff here in LA. Hollywood. So that's the very expensive Beverly Hills, very ritzy houses, rich people, gated communities, right? Everything shut off from the public. We're going to be fancy schmancy. Here's West Hollywood. We're heading east, so we're going to head into mainland Hollywood. That's right. Carlos says he only played the game once, but Rockstar re-released the game about half a dozen times in the last decade. You're right. You're absolutely right. No, actually. So, Armadillo says, I remember you tried to play GTA 5 again in first person, only like a year later, but there was a technical issue with the game ownership or something, so you stopped. No. What happened was thus. They released GTA 5 at the very tail end of the console life of the Xbox 360 and the PS3. So I played it as a new release on those consoles. Within 1 year, the new consoles of PS4, Xbox One came out, and they re-released the game for those. When they did that, they upped the frame rate, and they also said you can play the game in first person entirely if you want. So I'd already just played the game like the year before, and I said, I don't really see me doing a second playthrough this quickly being entertaining. And people said, well, maybe if you play it in first person, it'd be more interesting. So I actually bought the game per people's request and started playing it as a first person game. Within 10 hours, people were bored and said, stop playing it, and no one was showing up to the streams. So I canceled the playthrough and never resumed it. And that's pretty much the end of it. I own the game on PS4, and there's no reason, I never actually played it. I only played like 10 hours. That was it. The funny thing is, here we are almost a decade later, and definitely I feel like I would want to replay GTA 5 before GTA 6 comes out, so that could be a reason to finally go back. Matthew Smith did a $2 super chat and said, Hollywood swinging. Hollywood. Let's get you up here, Matthew, on the leaderboard. Thank you for the super chat. Creak, creak, creak of the chair. Okay, let's continue. Oh, Derek says some landmarks. The La Brea Tar Pits, the TCL Chinese Theater, that's right. Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Disneyland Park, Universal Studios Hollywood, and Santa Monica Pier. Swang said, didn't it get canceled because the game locked itself too? Oh, I have no idea. I genuinely don't know if that's the case or not. Did it? I have no recollection at all. I remember people telling me they didn't like the playthrough. And that's why I stopped playing it. I don't remember the game locking up or anything to that effect. So here we are, and I have no idea what we're seeing below us. But it would be cool if we could figure out, for example, like the Hollywood Boulevard and stuff like that, and fly over it. Well, I don't know where the fuck that would be. Like, I have no idea. Here's a football field. Can't read what it says. Probably a high school. Yeah, I don't know where, like, Hollywood Boulevard... We're in Hollywood right now. I don't know where Hollywood Boulevard would be. The Observatory, we're coming up on it. Yeah, I have no idea. You know, now you know we're in big Hollywood area because you can see these, like, giant buildings and like, hotels and stuff, right? What is that down... Wait a minute. What is that down there? Do you see that unique building? Hold on. Look right. What is that building right there? It looks like a dome. You see it? I wonder what that is. I have no idea. What could that be? It's like a weird dome. Huh. I would like to see Man's Chinese Theater and all that. Like, I've been there in real life. I just don't know where any of that shit... That looks like a church. Oh, that's a really unique looking church. Right? Man, I wish I knew where we were right now. There's the football field. In relation to the football field, how do we find something? Oh, by the way, whoa. Thank you to SRF Lem, who just hit me a whopping $30. Says, Phil, just joining and missed last Sunday, but based on the title, this is the last Flight Sim stream. It's been a fun run. Sunday nights watching this in the different locations. Yes, allow me to elaborate, because some people might actually be joining. Some people might actually be joining midstream and wondering what's going on. So, Flight Sim has been a really fun game that we've been doing over the course of the summertime, right? And it's been very chill. It's something unique. I've never done this kind of thing before. I don't know much about geography, tourism, this kind of stuff. And I actually said this earlier on the stream. One of the cool things... I finished the coffee now. One of the cool things I feel we got out of the Flight Sim streams is that, let's be honest, both you guys and me, likely we're never going to be to a lot of these places. Never. Some of these places I have been. I've been to Hollywood before. So that's why I'm trying to look for, like, Hollywood Boulevard, see if there's anything I could recognize. But most of the places we've gone on these streams, we will never go in real life. As much as I'd like to go to Europe, as much as I'd like to go to Japan, as much as I'd like to do these, I doubt I'll ever be able to afford to go anywhere. You know, probably just being realistic. I'm not trying to be a downer, but that's just the reality of most of our lives. Man, I'm just there with you guys. I likely will never be able to go to these places. So to be able to experience these virtually with you guys has been a really fun experience, especially when we got people who kind of jump in and say, oh, this is cool. I know this about this place. Let me chime in with the knowledge that I know of this place or that place. These have been some of the most interactive and fun streams that we've done in a very long time. Another case of something I never thought would have worked and worked so well for my streams. Seriously. I'm dressed like a freaking pilot right now. What the hell, right? But right now we are now officially in the fall. The summer's over. This is the busiest gaming season of the year. Just this week, there's like 5, 6 games releasing. I'm trying to juggle 3 to 4 of them. There's no way that I can continue to have a stream like this, taking up time when we need to be working on the new releases. Now, I'm not saying I will never go back to Flight Sim. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for now, it's time to put this on hiatus. And it's time to come back to it at a later date when we basically need something to fill on a night stream and there's not a ton of new games to play. You see? That's why this was perfect for the summertime. That's why I feel this would be perfect to go back to maybe December-ish, you know, January when things slow down. This will be a cool late night stream again to maybe bring back into the fold. But for now, I think it's kind of ran its course. And you know what they also say too? Absence makes the heart grow fonder, right? We've been doing this consistently for like 2 months. If we take a month or 2 off and we come back to it, it might be way more refreshing than the way that we've been doing it consistently every week, right? But personally, I've definitely enjoyed this. I've had a ton of fun with this game. I appreciate you. Like you, SRF Lem, you've been a regular of the stream supporting them. I thank you for that. This is not a goodbye forever. This is a goodbye for now to make room for the new release content, but it will eventually come back. This has happened with many things I've done over the years, and it usually works out as chill stuff later on down the pipeline, okay? All right, Keenan, Timmy, $4.20 says, I've been watching you since your first Hitman series. I love the content. Keep up the good work. So my first Hitman series ever would have been Hitman Absolution. Way back in the day, 2012. So 9 years ago. Wow. Thank you so much for hanging out that long. I really appreciate that. We're up to $136 in tips now. We've almost hit the full tips go for the night. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. Okay, now. My problem is I'm moving very quickly. And it's hard for me to make out what's below. Because, like I said, I'm looking for landmarks. I'm looking for Hollywood Boulevard and what would be on Hollywood Boulevard. And man, I can't really make it out. You see, I can't really figure this out. Let's circle back again. You have to think that the bigger buildings is where the most stuff is. Like those big buildings are likely hotels, touristy hotels in Hollywood. So if there's hotels, there's got to be attractions nearby. I just don't know where. Maybe head a little bit further in. But I see much bigger buildings coming up here. Maybe I can reduce my airspeed a little bit. There's that field again, see? I would love to see, like I said, Man's Chinese Theater and stuff like that. Oh, I see a nice advertisement on the corner there. Makes me feel like this is one of the bigger areas. I'm going to reduce my airspeed again if I can. This is very unique architecture, but I don't know what the fuck this is. There it is again. See, there's that dome. I wonder what the fuck that is. That dome building. Is that... No, see, that's the highway. That's not Hollywood Boulevard. That's the highway right there. Shit. I can't figure this out. Ah! That's all highway stuff right there. I feel like I'm driving down a major road. That would be something notable, but I can't tell. And I still feel like I'm going way too fucking fast. Slow down. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't make anything out. Oh, crap. Whoa. I guess I gotta turn my engine back on, huh? Oh, now the game's chopping up. Oh, crap, I can't control it. It's freezing. That's no good. No stall. Fuck you. Stall. Yeah, I don't know. This kind of... I really wish that I could figure this out. Because, like I said, I've been to Hollywood many times. I went there as a kid with my parents. I went there again in 2012 with John Rambo, and we went down Hollywood Boulevard, saw all the stars and everything on it, the celebrity stars. Oh, excuse me. I've been to the Universal Studios in Hollywood with my parents. That was my favorite one, because even though the one in Florida is nice, it's so fucking hot. But the one in California, the weather's not so bad. So it ends up actually being like a better time, I feel. So the observatory is this way. Let's go to the observatory, and then let's go back. Oh, another tip came in from Keenan, who tipped another $14. So thank you for the tips, Goal. Thanks for the years of laughter and great content. I appreciate it. Thank you, Keenan. Thank you, guys. We hit the tips goal for tonight. You guys are outstanding. I really appreciate your support tonight on this finale. The finale stream. Crap, I can't see again. It's very hard to see with these aviators. So people were saying they feel that the blue vest would complete the ensemble because it would match the hat. What do you think? Let me see, because we haven't worn the blue vest in a long time. Where is the blue vest? Uh-oh. Oh no, where's it? Where's the blue vest? What the hell? Where is it? What? What? Where is it? Oh my god. Someone stole the blue vest. The blue vest has been stolen. I'm serious. I can't find it. It's not on the rack. Where could the blue vest be? What? I can't... What the hell, man? Someone stole the blue vest. Can you believe it? Someone broke into my house and stole the blue vest. Actually, you can't really see the blue vest. I guess you can. It matches the hat. It does. Okay. Alright. No, actually, it was buried under the rest of the vests. It's been so long since I wore the blue vest. I mean, I can't even tell you. It's been months and months and months since I wore this thing. So it's literally been sitting there. In fact, it does. I knew it. It smells like it's fresh out of the wash because I haven't worn it. I haven't worn it since I washed the vest last. It smells like April fresh. Okay. So there we go. The full pilot ensemble. The blue vest, the pilot's hat, and the aviators for the finale stream. Thank you guys for your support. I really do appreciate it. Is that the observatory right here coming up? It's over this ridge here. But that's not it there, right? It kind of looks like an observatory there, but I guess they're saying, no, it's over here. There's a bunch of buildings up here, look. Spires and stuff. You know, there's just a bunch of radio towers there, yeah. So was that it? I mean, that might have been it. Because... I don't know. Now it's not... Now I don't know. This is definitely not where we want to be. That's past Hollywood and everything. We want to swing back. I need a woodsman's vest and beer. What would a woodsman's vest be? Like flannel? A flannel vest? This hat is not black, it's blue. This hat's color is the same color as the vest. They're both dark navy blue. Yeah. I know you can't really tell on the stream, but they're actually exactly the same color. The observatory's way out there. Oh my god, I'm not going all the way out there. I want to go back to Hollywood. I want to try to figure out where the shit Hollywood is. Like I said, I've been to Hollywood Boulevard. It's actually fun. There's like the Wax Museum, a bunch of restaurants, Man's Chinese Theater. They're all on Hollywood Boulevard, but I can't find a fucking Hollywood Boulevard. I also didn't see the Hollywood sign anywhere. But I don't know where it would be. That's correct. It was LA 2012. I went to E3. There were 91 videos. SRF Lem tipped me $3. Said, I'm glad this stream is ending on a good note. Where did you go last week? I didn't catch the YouTube playthrough, but I saw it was a bit of a dud. Last week? Man, where did we go last week? I thought last week was good, wasn't it? Last week we did like 3 or 4 things. Didn't we do like city and then an outdoorsy thing and then a city and another outdoorsy thing? I think we alternated. So that way it would actually have variety and it wasn't all just one thing. Didn't we do... It wasn't Dubai last week, was it? No, that was the week before. White Years, I think the observatory's by the Hollywood sign. Like over there? I think that it's saying that's it right there. Like that's it. And the hill right there is the observatory. But this game is so fucking glitchy, it's hard to tell. See? It's so glitchy. There's no way it's over here. This is not it. That's not Hollywood over there. We were in Hollywood. This was Hollywood right there. There it is. I knew it. I'm on top of it. The fucking stupid ass game. There it is. It just wasn't labeling the goddamn observatory. I knew we were there. I was like, dude, that's it. Here it is, Griffith Observatory. And that's in GTA. Yeah. Oh, really? It's now known as TCL Chinese Theater? They got rid of the Man's? Oh, fuck that. It's Man's Chinese Theater. They can fucking blow me, man. I can't change the name of that landmark. Fuck you. That's cool. There's a giant observatory. Yep. But you're right. I don't see a Hollywood sign. I guess maybe it's not in the game for some odd reason. I don't know why it wouldn't be in the game. Because I'm almost positive. You're right. I'm positive it's right there in the Hollywood Hills near the observatory. So I don't know why it's not there. I am pulling up. Relax. So if that's the case, and that is the Hollywood Hills right there, okay, where normally the Hollywood sign would have been, and it's not for some odd reason, that would mean that Hollywood Boulevard has to be around here. So let's hook it has to be around here. You think that's it? That giant street down there, perhaps? Because that definitely looks like a main hub road, right? Like, if you were to follow that, it would probably take you through the city to important stuff. It looks like it goes all the way to LA, actually. So actually, what we should do is go backwards on this road. Yeah. I passed by Man's Chinese Theater. The sign is inside the Burbank Class C airspace of Bob Hope Airport. The fuck? What did that mean? Is it in the game is the question I have. Is it actually in the game? Can I find the sign? Because I don't see it. I can't... Oh, I can't control this fucking thing. Get down there. So I think it would be further this way. I think this is Hollywood Boulevard below us. I could be wrong. But being that it's a main hub road cutting right through the main part of Hollywood, I kind of feel like it is. The question is, where would like the Walk of Fame be? Where would the theater be? Where would all the touristy shit be? Because there's all the hotels and shit. That's like the hotel district right there. See that? There's a bunch of ads on the buildings down there. So this is definitely the most dense touristy part of the city right here. That's what that dome, see, that's why you have a dome and shit there. This weird architecture. That makes sense. And there's that field again. So it must be a high school plays there. Right? Find the convention center. Did I just pass the Capitol Records building? I did? See, I don't know what the Capitol Records building looks like. Apparently, I just passed the Capitol Records building. And apparently, there's a convention center here somewhere. See, I almost feel like it's there. It's all under. The sign is in the game. I'm trying to find where it says White Deer. It should seriously be like up there. That should be the area where it should be, up in these hills somewhere. White Deer, give me coordinates. Sadly, you can't use coordinates when you're flying. Now, I know how stupid that sounds. You would think, oh, there'd be coordinates, right? No, dude, you can't find coordinates when you're flying. White Deer's, a lot of people in the forums for this game are struggling too, trying to find it. They can't find it. They can't find the Hollywood sign. What the heck, dude? Why am I flying in circles? Because this is the interesting part of Hollywood. Let's fly over it one more time, and then we'll head into actual LA, which is to the east. I want to see some major buildings down in LA. Can I bring up drone mode over the road? I could. How do you... That's a good question. How do you freeze and go to drone mode? I don't know how I would undo drone mode if I did it, though. Because one of these major roads around here has to be Hollywood Boulevard. Has to be. But it could be any of them. North to Universal Studios? North. So over the hills? Actually flying over the hills to get to Universal Studios. Past the Observatory. Starting from Santa Monica Municipal Airport, runway 30, fly heading 033, you'll run right into it. I don't even know what any of that means. I really don't. I don't know where the airport is either. Santa Monica, I don't know. Excuse me. It's LA without all the smog. I know. If this were realistic, you turn to LA and all you would see is a giant, like, gray cloud. Because they have so much smog in LA, you can't even see the fucking city half the time. It's so bad. The visibility is terrible. Well, we're going north. I don't think we're going to find Universal Studios. I'll fly north a little. I'll see if we can find it. And if not, over these hills, then we'll turn around, we'll go to LA, and that'll basically be the finale, you know. We've got about maybe 20, 25 minutes left on the stream. So, we'll do an actual tour of LA, part of LA. But I don't know if Universal is really here or not over the hill. Go west a bit. Like over there. I see some giant buildings over there. Could that be it? Oh, that's true. Derek says, well, in LA Noire, it was called Grauman's Chinese Theater because that was 1947. I guess what happens is they basically just keep, different companies keep buying the theater and renaming it. So here's the mountain. See you tomorrow, Guts. Have a good night, man. The sign? The sign is right there? Huh? Where? I flew over the Hollywood sign? What the fuck? I did? I didn't see it. Huh? There it is. There it is. Cool. We found it. That's it right there. There's the letters. They're right below us. See that? We'll do another buzz by it. Hollywood. There it is. It used to say Hollywoodland. And I think what happened is didn't the last 4 letters break or something and they just never restored them? Hollywood. Cool. We found the Hollywood sign. Well, that was neat. Thank God we found it. Jones to Bones digging the Halloween decorations. Awesome. Thank you, Super Back. Have a good night. So I have no idea if we'd be able to find like Universal Studios here or not. I'll just fly over briefly. If we don't see anything here, we'll turn around and just go into the main city of LA. That was stressful, yeah. It's a weird spot. It's way high up. It's a weird spot, but it's cool we found it. Oh, I'm not seeing anything here that could be like a theme park. Nah. Look to the left. This looks interesting because it's like towers next to other buildings. I don't know what this could be here. Alec Jason's good to see you got a lot of mileage out of Flight Sim. I mean, yeah, dude, we've been playing this for over 2 months. Ever since it released. When did it release? Wasn't it like late July or something? So we got over 2 months of content out of the game. I mean, it's very fun. Very fun playing this. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It's very colorful. Different kinds of buildings below there. Can't really make out what it is. Kind of unique looking. Well, I don't know what that is down there. So, that's Wait, that's Universal? You think so? Do you think that could be Universal? I don't know. That's kind of small. Could be Universal? I don't think so. Nah, that can't be it. It's way too small. Maybe it's a part? That can't be. No way. It's so colorful. You would think it is something special, but I can't make it. I really just can't make it out. Maybe it is. I can't really tell. What did we see at Man's Chinese Theater? We didn't. We walked by it, and we walked, like, we took pictures in front of it, but we actually went to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum is right next door to Man's Chinese Theater, and we went in there and did that. And then we actually did, you guys think that was Universal? That is Universal Studios? How? It's so small. It's so small compared to Universal in Florida that has all that water. It's gotta be like theme park. Yeah, there's like, it's themed with colors and stuff. But I can't tell what it is. Keep in mind, I'm in Universal California since I was a little kid. So I actually I have no idea what they have there now. I mean, this is gonna be completely different from what I remember. So I guess that's Universal. Great. I can't really tell what any of that was. It's way too condensed to tell. Alright, let's head into actual LA now. Okay. Yes, let's head into LA. So yeah, we did not see an actual film at Man's Chinese Theater. We went to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, and then we actually also went to Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. And we walked up and down the road. We saw the whole Hollywood Walk of Fame. And we did some, I think we ate there. I remember eating there, but I can't remember what the hell we ate when we were there, but I remember eating there as well when I was a kid. SRF Lem to me $1.50 says, do you know what buildings were on top of the mountain of the Hollywood sign? Are they absurdly expensive hotels? I think some of them are literally like ginormous mega mansions and shit like that up there. And then other stuff is like, some of it is like business stuff. Some of it, like you saw, there was the Griffith Observatory, so that's scientific. But I don't know if there's any hotels all the way up there. Because the thing is, the top of the hill, there's nothing up there. That's all living space. And so, like, you know, all the businesses are down the hill. That's where you get the Hollywood Boulevard, all the businesses and studios and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, I just got a super chat from Stiff Meister, who says, how do you unlock achievements in this game? I honestly have no idea. In the entirety of me playing the game, have I ever unlocked an achievement? Has anyone noticed? That's a great question. I don't know if I've gotten an achievement. In the 2 months I've played it, I don't know if I've gotten an achievement. I have no clue how to unlock achievements in Flight Sim. I mean, it's certainly not, White Deer says you're not allowed to even walk up near this Hollywood sign. You can be on a landing below it, but you can't walk up to the sign. Yeah, because isn't it true that so many people used to fuck with the sign? And it's like, you know, it got vandalized so many times that they had to stop allowing people to go up there because of the vandalization. It took too much money to keep fixing the sign and shit. I mean, again, didn't it used to say Hollywoodland? And then the 4 letters eventually crumbled and fell apart, and they said, fuck it, and they just left it as Hollywood, right? I think that's what happened. I remember it used to say Hollywoodland. What? White Deer says you got an achievement when you came back from break? I didn't see that. Now, what I've noticed is sometimes I get the daily rewards for being on Game Pass and playing certain games. You get the reward points. I've never seen an achievement pop, though. in this game, to my knowledge. So we're flying into Los Angeles, and it's giant. Like, LA, I know for a fact it's huge. It's even hard to say what's downtown when there's so much in LA. It's such a giant... Look at this. So look at this compared to Rio. In Rio, it was like one strip near the water. Take a fucking look at LA. Like, Christ. This is insane, right? It's so much here. There's the airport over there. There's skyscrapers to the right, right? There's the waterfront over there. If you hook a left here, you go into Cienega. There's Lafayette Square. I see giant skyscrapers over to the left. Maybe that's considered downtown LA. So maybe we'll head towards there and see if anything there is labeled. Because holy shit, it's so big, man. Zygibbs says Hollywoodland is correct. It was put up to advertise a housing development, and the city just kind of adopted it. Oh, yeah? White Deer says the name Rio de Janeiro means January River. Oh, yeah? I didn't know that. A lot of the achievements have to do with flying flight plans, doing bush trips, and landing challenges, says Oryx. So all the shit we don't like to do. I just like to go on silly flights, tourism flights. They're basically acting like it's really a challenging flight simulator game. If you do those challenges, then you get the achievements, I guess. Okay. Looks like there's a major road below us. See that? Like a major road cutting through LA here. I wonder what road that is. So yeah, that's downtown LA. Let's fly into downtown LA to conclude our stream of Flight Sim. I think that would be neat. Yeah, Derek, no problem, man. I wanted you to be here for the final Flight Sim stream. I'm sorry you got banned accidentally earlier. I took care of it. Okay. Yeah, Usagi Jojo, like I told you, here's the thing. We could easily go to Connecticut. And what I would have to do is I would have to somehow, I don't know how I would do this. I would have to look up coordinates of a landmark in Connecticut that I could start at that I recognize and then fly around Connecticut to areas that I know from when I grew up there, okay? You would not enjoy it, I'm telling you. You can't see anything. Do you remember when we flew out of Seattle, which was very interesting, and we flew to where I live here in Renton, Washington? Do you remember? Everyone was like, I can't tell anything. This is boring. Because it's true, it was all flat buildings, nothing interesting at all. You can't see it, you can't tell. This is anything in Connecticut that I lived was a suburb. Just flat-ass buildings, nothing looks interesting, no landmark. Arguably the only landmark in Connecticut would be Beverly Zoo, and Beverly Zoo is very small, so we'd fly over it like this. Within 10 seconds, you'd see the whole thing, zoop, it's gone. That's what I mean, like people seem to greatly underestimate how fun it would be to go to Connecticut because you wouldn't even know, you wouldn't see anything. Oh, I think that's a mall. Maybe. I can't tell. It's flat. Like, the truth is that when I flew over my house here, I didn't even recognize live on the stream that it was my house. Because you can't tell. And then later on, I played the video back. Oh, by the way, here's a nice stadium. Look at all this stuff down here. Later on, when I was uploading, I played the video back, and I was like, wait a minute. I was, like, freezing frames and shit. And finally, after, like, analyzing the video for, like, 5 minutes, I was like, that must be my house. You see what I mean? Like, it's not interesting. This is interesting because you fly over a big city, giant, unique architecture, right? You get to see these landmarks. Listen, there's Tokyo, right? There's fun stuff. You can see, here's downtown LA. It looks unique. It's fun. You can see the Hollywood sign, right? It's cool stuff. Flying over the suburbs of Connecticut is not, you're not going to see anything. Everything will look exactly the same. There was nothing of interest, you know? I'm not against doing it. I just know it would be boring. I know that what we just did is infinitely more interesting than what would have happened if we tried to fly over Connecticut. I know it would have been incredibly boring. Okay. Alright, at this point I've had enough of Jaborist and you're banned. Seriously. Everything you say out of your mouth is negative, and now you're doing detractor memes, so now you're out of here for good. And I've had enough. You're not coming back. I don't care that you're a 2-month member. You literally hid behind that membership badge to be a dick to me constantly, and you're not coming back. That's enough of your bullshit. You're so stupid. SRF Lem just hit me $6, said, I'm biased on my pick Do you have a favorite destination you flew over the last few months in the sim? You know, I actually said some of the places were pretty interesting. Like Dubai, I knew nothing about it, and flying over it, it blew me away that they had these like designs and stuff in the ground that looked like palm trees and the like, and then how they did that in the middle of a desert is remarkable, right? I liked going to places that I wasn't familiar with, like going to like Singapore or Hong Kong. There was also that other one. Where did we go to? Was it Cleveland? I can't remember where it was, but there was a not Cleveland. It was one where I had the sports stadium, but apparently that team's not there anymore. God, I can't remember what it was. But I remember that we went to this town, and I was like, wow, it's nice, right? A good variety and mix of stuff. And it had the arena that really wasn't there anymore. That wasn't San Francisco, was it? Oh, yeah, it was, because it was the San Francisco 49ers, right? You're right. San Francisco was nice. Basically, the thing I like about this game is that the variety of things you can do in it, and it's so different. Like, we just flew over the Grand Canyon. Now we're flying over one of the biggest cities in the United States, and now we're over East LA, the home of Cheech Marin. Here it is, you see? And you can really see the contrast of, oh, look, here's where the normal people live, and then you fly around there like, and over here, you know, this area with ginormous skyscrapers is where the rich people live. I like that contrast. I also like how we saw cool landmarks, the pyramids, Mount Rushmore, Mount Everest, you know, all kinds of unique stuff that we saw over the course of the 2 months that I played this pretty consistently, right? I had so much fun with that. I don't think I can literally put my finger on a thing and say, oh, this was like the best thing. I don't feel that way. I feel like the fact that we had the ability to do such great variety with the flight sim streams was the appeal of the flight sim streams, you see? Although not to admit, there were duds. There are definitely things we did that were duds we couldn't find or we couldn't figure out. But for the most part, I always had a great time with this game. Derek, thank you very much. Have a good evening. And I'll see you tomorrow for Ask the King. Sounds good, man. If you can make it. Have a good night, Derek. Thanks for coming by. Taj Mahal was cool, except Taj Mahal, the hall was cool and everything around it was nothing. It was flat and boring. It was funny because after we did Taj Mahal, okay, I looked up online top tourist destinations that are disappointing. Like, in the top 5 was Taj Mahal. And actually, the people who were commenting were like, yeah, the good thing about Taj Mahal is that when you go there, it's literally a contrast of how it is to live in India. This insanely ritzy hall that was made for rich people, and all around it is slums. So if you go there, you'll be looking at amazing architecture, you'll enjoy the hall, and after that, there's nothing to do because it's all slums around it. So that was interesting. You know what? One of my favorite things was, early on, if you remember, very early on, we did Tokyo, Japan, and we flew from Tokyo all the way up to Mount Fuji and up the mountain. That was cool. That was cool because you went from contrast from here's a giant major city in Japan to here's one of the amazing natural wonders of Japan. You see? That was a cool contrast, too. I really enjoyed that one. Derek says you can't make it for Ask the King. All right, man. Yes, post up your questions, and I will do my best, and we'll see what happens. I hope you posted them up on the forums. Remember, increased chance of me answering questions that are on the forums, for sure. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about it for LA. By the way, there's a nice stadium right there. I think that's going to be it for LA, man. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. Definitely a ginormous city, not only because I like the contrast of different things. Oh, shit, I can't. Oh, no. No, pull up, you fucker. Oh, I can't. Oh, that was close. Oh, no, wait. Woo! Oh, boy.
Stall. Pull up.
I swear to you that was not intentional. I swear to you, I didn't mean to do that. I just lost control at the last minute. I was trying to get close to the stadium to see what it was. Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Thanks. I want to say thank you. I believe, like I said, I believe that this game came out in late July, right? And that's about when I got my Xbox Series X. It was donated. And so we've been playing this for like over 2 months. I want to say thank you for an amazing time. It's been really cool. It's been unique and fun to do this kind of content with you guys, which is not something that I would normally do. It was definitely outside of my comfort zone. I had absolutely no idea that it would be as entertaining as it was. And I had no idea that it would retain interest for as long as it did. Seriously. It's pretty awesome. And I had a great time. I think we should now get out of this. It's loud. Okay. We had a great time, right? Viewing the world, touring the world. And I want to tell you guys, it's not over. This is not goodbye forever. This is just goodbye for now. All right? I feel like this is a game that from time to time we could bring this back in the future as variety when I'm not busy with a million other things. I feel like it would be a disservice to this game to try to keep it in the rotation when I know I have to keep playing all these other new games, and I know I'm going to get backed up on those new games if I don't play basically every stream possible with the new game coverage. So, Flight Sim shall return when I get through this busy gaming season. I would argue possibly in December. December, really, there's not that much going on for games besides maybe Halo. Like I told you guys on the streams previous, December seems to be like it's going to be a month where I'm going to play the games I can't play when they're coming out now. Like right now, I missed Tales of Arise last month. I'm probably missing Metroid Dread this week. There's certain games I can't play them all with juggling with all the other games out. So December will likely be a month where I'm playing the games I missed, and then I could bring back chill streams in between all of this stuff, and we could do more tourism. What I will say is this: in the months that I'm not playing this, the next month or two that I'm not playing this, think about places you want to go. Maybe do some research. Figure out what places are well rendered in this game. Because I hate to say it, there are some things we did. Like, remember when we tried to go to that unique temple that was supposed to be in India? And we went there and it was flat? In reality, the temple was beautiful spires of stuff and it was unique, but the game just didn't render it right. Give it a, maybe do a little bit of research. Maybe there's forums and stuff about this. And hopefully, we'll come back strong. We'll come back with a night when people have really good ideas, and we can jump right in headstrong and see new stuff together, okay? But in the meantime, thank you all so very much. It has been an amazing run in Microsoft Flight Sim. Again, I'm not retiring the game. I'm just putting it on the back burner so we can focus on new releases, and I look to come back to it in a future date. By the way, they are continuously updating the game every few months. You saw just in the time period we played it, they had a major update where they added all these new world locations to the destination flight. So maybe by December, there'll be more nice locations added for destination flights and stuff, and it'll be really neat to be able to check out more places, right? Sound good? Again, thank you all for your, monstrous amount of support tonight between Trill One, between SRF Lamb, and everyone else. The super chats, really, everything was good. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate all of your support and the fact that you guys have supported something completely different from a mainstream progression-based playthrough like I usually would do. Thank you for that. I like the fact that I can broaden my horizons from time to time with something different, and you guys will join in and support it. All right, guys? All right, so until next time, whenever that may be, like I said, maybe around the end of this year, thank you so much for the awesome Flight Sim streams. I will see you for flying to future day. Happy trails, everyone. Peace out.